And we're live. Hello, and welcome to a special edition of the Weekly Word, live from Gen Con. Sorry about the technical issues. We had some internet issues we had to deal with, and there's a lot of other stuff that's going on here. As you can see, we
lot of moving
have
pieces.
a bunch of stuff that's going on.
We do.
It's Patron, and what else do we have here?
Hellboy.
Hellboy,
Cinnamon whiskey.
Hellwater.
I guess cinnamon.
It's something.
I want to try that
It
so
feels
bad.
So, so anyway, so this is a very special Weekly Word coming to you live from Gen Con. So excuse us if we mess up the script because we never follow it anyway, and this week it's especially bad. We do have with us some people here that are going to help us make this better. We hope.
What do you mean, people? I'm an amalgamation of imagination.
Let's just say the rating of this has
So
just
let me
changed
say,
dramatically.
this will not necessarily be PG. So I apologize if you're normally waiting for PG. It's not going to happen tonight.
Yes.
Find the link. So
Yeah, but it's okay. Keep going.
tonight, I will actually be getting a. She's going to yell at me first, but I'm going to say a henna tattoo because that's how people know it,
Oh,
even though
man.
it's not really a
Man.
tattoo.
That should be our
you know?
Our
We-
first topic should be henna tattoo.
It's not a true tattoo.
Not true.
We know. There'll
Your
be no
kids can get it done.
right. There'll be no pain involved.
Thank you
No.
for the disclaimer.
You're welcome.
there.
Right. I'm just just
And if
letting
you
you
want to
know.
know more about it, just
So wait.
that girl at that place.
For blood and crying.
Some people came from the pain. So if you want, Maxine will hurt me later. So let me start off
They're
and go to
donating, and
script.
for how much you're
Well, yes, we'll put up a charity donation. How much pain? How much pain can I take? Welcome to a very special Weekly Word as we are live from Gen Con. CA?
Oh, am I supposed to read now?
Yeah, it's
I'm
really
Chaotic
in the
Anarchy,
spray.
and we're super excited to have you at the Weekly Word.
What's today's date?
Today, I don't know what today is.
It's right there.
It's the 8th, it's the first, the 1st of August today. And we have the lovely Morgan West with us.
And I am Rich Parlow.
Hello.
Welcome you again. And introducing Morgan was my line,
Yeah,
but that's fine.
it's unscripted now.
It is unscripted.
Yeah.
So Morgan,
You can give me a second
Morgan,
introduction.
normally you are a host. So how does it feel to be on the other side
That's right.
of Skype?
It feels so lonely.
It feels so lonely.
So what?
So very
So
lonely.
That's the sad story.
So lonely.
So lonely. There's only one chair here at this table.
There's no Rich
There's no Rich sitting
sitting
I'm
next
sorry.
to me, giving me a hard time,
You can start.
looking at a
anytime.
TV screen off camera. I look forward to next week to be back to our usual stint.
Smurfy, I can't really get at my keyboard, but I am not drunk. I am not drunk. Last night, maybe.
Yeah.
Tonight, no. Though, we do happen to have our opening shots of Patron
Thank
sitting
you,
right here.
Smurfy.
So we're going to take them now. I will let Maxine start on my arm whenever she wants, and we will move on to.
I have orange soda, so I'll enjoy with you.
And then we'll move directly into our first topic, which I'm not quite sure what it is. I think it's Gen Con. Salute.
Gen Con.
God.
There you go.
Gone.
Faces, the faces.
Nice.
I found the link, guys.
Very nice.
All right. So why don't we talk about why Max is here today?
Oh,
Why am I here?
Yeah.
so Max is here. Max is
Can
here
you see
to
Max?
decorate
Max,
us.
show your face.
Yes, come over.
This is the camera.
Oh, hi.
Where's my face?
We're all like looking at the
No, no,
computer,
now you can
like,
see it, now
what
you
are
can
we
see it.
doing?
Okay, I thought it was this camera that you were using, but it's this camera.
This is-
Yes.
Hi, guys. I'm that girl that plays.
Hi, Maxine.
So, just to give everybody a heads up, the reason why we were running a little late is because immediately before us, the Gen Con Critters did an hour of honor to Critical Role. They're it's for fans of Critical Role and Gen Con. So we will be posting their information on our description like we do with everybody else. They were very gracious with us in letting us, because theirs went until 9. Their event went until 9 o'clock, and they let us get in here and set up, and so it's pretty good. It's okay. All right. Do you want me to scream?
I mean, that's up to you, but if you move, you're getting fucked.
So Max is going to do a henna tattoo
I am gonna
without needles from start to finish. So at the very end, we're going to see this amazing product. At the very end of weekly work.
So does Rich know what he's getting,
Yes.
or is
Yeah,
it
I
a
think
total
it's
It
surprise?
should be a surprise. That way it could be anything.
I wish it was a surprise. Oh, I wish it was Yoshi.
I mean, wait, sorry, you're getting
Oh, yeah, no, you're
It's
right.
not even right. You guys are horrible.
I hope it's a doll.
I am so nice to everyone. So we don't have an opening. We so we don't have an opening topic. So let's throw it out to the peanut gallery. What would
Gallery of peanuts.
what would you like us to talk about?
I identify as a pecan.
You know,
So
I'm
how would
more of
you-
a walnut person myself, really.
No, just a nut. So how would you, as a DM, identify as a pecan?
How would I, as a TM, wow, that's have a paper thin shell and get offended by everything.
Right. So would you say you would have a nutty campaign?
Yeah.
Whoa, See, they're really the show. This is
All the
what it is.
things I've lost.
I miss my mind the most.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So
So I see.
we're gonna cut this out. And we're gonna cut this out.
Are we not live?
No, we're live. I'm just cutting out the extra sounds that's gonna cause echoes.
Oh, like my
Yeah,
laugh,
because
my
yeah,
laugh.
yeah.
Like my laugh.
I'll try to
So wait. Let Morgan talk. She's the guest.
Oh, Morgan, what'd you say? I didn't hear you.
Well, I'm seeing topics listed on the screen, and I'm curious if those are for tonight or if those were past topics.
On
So I
this,
see tabletop role-playing game creation. Is that new, or is that something we covered last week?
tabletop roleplay creation. I don't see that.
Yeah, me either.
Where do you see that? Do you have the right script open?
No, I have the actual live stream open that I'm watching on YouTube.
Oh.
He's official.
What?
So what are you seeing? I want to see what you're
I
seeing.
want to see what you see.
Oh.
Murphy,
Oh my
what?
God. We never updated the categories.
Oh.
You didn't update it.
I was about to, and then we got sidetracked. The TTRPG creation. All right, so
Maybe we drank too much. I distinctly remember.
that was last week, 2 weeks ago.
Before, because we didn't have last week.
So all right, so one of the things that we wanted to talk about is let's talk about the D&D tip, right? Let's talk about the D&D
Let's talk
tip,
about the tip.
and then if we have room, yeah, just the tip.
Just the tip.
Dear God.
Hey, the rating went out the roof. I mean, like, it's
So-
all downhill from now.
We're going to talk just about.
anyway.
All right, we're going to talk just about the tip. Morgan, you see what you've done to us?
It was already
I
there.
see it.
Putting
I'm
characters
proud.
in hard situations.
Proud.
That's exactly what that says.
Wait, what'd you say?
That's what it says.
Oh, okay. So
about
talking,
the tip by
so
putting-
talking about just the tip. Put the characters into hard situations
Oh my lord.
What did we not sign up for?
that combat simply can't get them out of.
Okay.
Jay,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts?
That can be a lot of fun, actually. One of the games I like right now is Tomorrow Project, and there are
Oh,
things
yeah.
where you do not really want to fight because getting into a fight will kill you
Right,
fast.
right.
So if you run up, I mean, it's one thing if it's one bandit out there by himself, okay, yeah. But if it's a group of, I don't know, cannibals coming at you,
Right.
you got to fight for your life. So go to a town that's organized. You're 4 guys.
You don't destroy
you
the
don't
town?
You murder hobo that, and that's it. You're
Yeah.
done. So yeah, no, I think it can be a lot of fun. Or you put them up against a creature that's just simply, obviously way outclassed.
So what about when the players don't realize they're in that situation? Because that right, which is all the time.
All the time.
No, it does happen. Then
We all played this scenario.
yeah, then make sure you have an ample supply of character sheets.
So there was a Twitter
Maybe
post.
retcon, do the whole Scooby-Doo.
There was a Twitter post by Sai today. I like following her. She's a lot of
Yeah.
fun. And she had said, "I have never found a situation that Fireball can't solve."
Oh, I've got one.
Fireball and cider.
Oh no. Tell us.
So first off, I know I'm fairly evil. So earlier I was actually talking with someone about a metal I invented for my world.
Right?
Mage Bane Steel.
Okay.
It absorbs magic. If a wizard touches it, they are incapable of casting spells.
Awesome.
So I put it into the, I had it basically infect the water system of a tap.
Jeez.
You can't drink water. You can't eat any of the food there. Washing yourself is also dangerous.
That is evil. Oh my goodness.
Fireball can't get you out of it because it's just going to absorb it.
That's amazing.
Wow. I feel bad for your characters.
You know, if you're talking about like things like I can murder hobo my way through it all, you know, like Fireball. That's what. Now it's gonna sound terrible, but that's what passengers are for.
Oh,
You know,
no.
And
Children and puppies are good.
you know, or something when it's deliberate collateral damage that they cannot afford to do. Which is the best time is when you have like a boss fight of some kind. They're going to just lob fireballs.
Right.
And the artifacts or things they need to save, like, you know, a room full of scrolls that they're having a fight in.
Right.
You can't fireball that.
No.
You can't do area effect stuff. You can't. You can barely
Well, that's fair.
breathe on
Yeah. Okay.
Let's have a fight in the ancient library that has all the arcane tomes we want.
Yes.
Or they're all going to go off.
That's actually an excellent point. I didn't. You know.
I would
So.
do that to my players.
So steely.
So, but that. All right. So that puts them in a place where Fireball doesn't work. But would you still? What about combat?
Okay, so any combat. So if you picked up any old parchment or documents of any kind,
Yeah.
they're very fragile.
But how many times have we ever watched like a movie scene where like the hero is saving a fragile item while he's still fighting in whatever situation they happen to be in?
The hero's not fighting. The hero's protecting. The hero's getting their butt kicked,
Yeah.
but they're not fighting. So there's the difference.
All right.
They're not really fighting.
I know. No. I understand.
Right.
So you force them to pick. First, the best part is that they know the tank who does the most damage has to protect the item, so they can't fight.
That's right.
So you just took combat. They know that.
Okay.
So you just took combat. You just halved it right there. You know what? Even if they still wanted to fight, the fighter can't do it.
Nice.
They got to protect it. They have to try to evade. They got to try to dodge. They got to no, give it to the thief. No, you don't want to. First, you don't want to do that.
Why are you guys so against thieves?
Give it to me.
Yeah,
Although-
I always play that class. I don't know why anyone would be against me having their shit.
Yep.
Though I do play a very good, convincing assassin.
But now, the thing is, you have to realize that also you have to make sure the group doesn't have magic items too.
Let's negotiate this.
Well,
Oh.
like if you have a bag of holding, it's easy. Just toss it in your dime.
Uh-huh.
Don't give them the bag of holding, or make it too big to fit the bag of holding. Make it something that's like this tall,
Yes.
porcelain.
You make them carry a bag of holding.
Yeah.
If you make them carry a bag of holding, they can't put that in a bag of holding.
Here's a portable hole. Put that in your bag of holding and like it. Bless you, Morgan. So Morgan,
you.
Morgan, what do you think?
I love the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like, for me, planned combats can sometimes feel really tired.
Yeah.
So I like the idea of being presented with a combat that maybe you feel initially like that would be your reaction would be to draw.
Right.
I actually just had a situation that was kind of like that in a casual game I play, where we were 2 level 1 and we were faced with an ogre in the street. We're like, let's do it! And then we ran away. But it was like totally fun, you know? And having a combat that the point wasn't to kill the monster was like super entertaining. Super entertaining.
Ooh.
We got a lot of comments over there. TK! TK!
All right. So, okay, before we move on, we got a lot of comments that we have a lot of combat here that we've got to deal with in chat. Everybody roll for initiative.
I win.
Too bad. Oh, I was about to say that, you son of a.
Aw.
Too slow.
Wow.
You didn't take the initiative on it.
Who shows up in Power Dark?
I think it's how long it takes him to notice that I'm sitting behind you. I brought TK.
Oh.
Back to the fireball, yeah.
All right, so let's see. Let's share tattoo pics. All right, Smurfy.
We're sharing tattoo. Oh, we got one.
CA,
I got one I
Rich,
can show.
TK's yelling out stuff.
The way you said that, I
He's
don't know
saying
if I
hello
want
to
to see it.
everyone.
TK says hello to everyone.
What about 78 inches?
You guys are now up on the 78-inch mark. Thank you.
Yay!
Roar.
Is that a thing? Oh wait, I feel like I just misinterpreted
I mean,
something
I wasn't measuring, but. You know.
I had to restart my network. I am a monster. It's true. Thanks, TK, for noticing.
So,
All right, let's move on.
No, wait a minute. I want to know
I
what hard
can't
positions
see
you
how
put your
this,
characters through.
kind of tattoo comes out.
Yes, we definitely showed at the end. So, what hard positions did I put my characters through?
You cannot answer this.
No. There hasn't been. Well, with some of my groups, I put them in. It all depends. Like I'll throw things at them, and they have to realize that either they are supposed to fight or they're not supposed to fight. Sometimes it's not obvious, you know. But with the group that Morgan is in,
Right.
they haven't really been in that situation but once.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, what they did was, which I thought was great, is right in the middle of combat, they stopped it. They were able
Oh,
to
wow.
stop combat in the middle and turn around and turn it around and make it a parlay.
I'm trying to think, which one was that? Remind me.
That was with the gnomes, and then you guys went to the Temple
yes,
Dumar.
yeah. Oh yes, that was a fun one. I enjoyed that.
You guys were like, let's see.
Okay, let's do it.
You guys were like, I think 2 combat rounds in, and somebody had
Yeah.
stopped it. Somebody started negotiating.
They kept lobbing arrows at us, and I was like, stop.
Yes. Yeah, and
said
it
it.
worked. It worked. You know, I have a bunch of other non-combat combat situations. Last week, which I thought was a great session, they went along with the stuff that I laid out, but they didn't have to. They just did it.
Right.
Right? There was plenty of things to avoid it, and it was one of those things that I wanted to try, and we're in the process of discussing it now afterwards. But I laid out something that was the obvious plot line, but it wasn't the obvious. I mean, but it wasn't the plot line. They could have taken any action, and they chose to go with the plot line, which was okay.
Yeah.
Which was okay, but there were other ways to go about it, and I think sometimes they felt that I was pushing them towards it, and I can understand why they felt that way, but I just let it flow and let them make the decisions as they were going.
Yeah.
So
See, for me, I'm always rolling nat 1, so I'm always the last one to go. And by then, everyone has attacked, and then I run out on the field while everything's on fire, and then I try to negotiate, but it's too late, and it doesn't work. But I try. I do try.
Yeah, my initiative is usually just in the spot that I don't want it to be.
Exactly.
In. I'm like, oh, I'm going first. Okay, I'm gonna stand there.
So
always the rear end.
let me be frank. The way that Morgan plays her character is awesome, right?
What is it? What's the race and class?
She is a gnome druid.
Yay!
Wait, what type of druid?
Circle of Spore.
Circle of Spore.
Oh, nice.
She is the way she plays her character, the way she role plays is actually awesome, and it's actually allowed me to add some depth. I mean, we're evolving, right, Morgan? I mean,
which is
it's
really
yeah.
cool.
it's
That's
it's
one
a
of the things I
weekend.
love about it. Your
It's a
character's
week
always
over,
evolving.
yeah. The whole game group. It's a week over week, and we
Right.
need to have more conversations about it. But I think we're getting there. It's slow, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's important to have those errors so that you know what to do moving forward. You know,
Right.
like what works, what doesn't work. You know, like that's how it works. That's
Right.
how it goes.
Right, exactly. So now I need to pull up the description of this YouTube for the next topic.
Thank you, TK.
What did
Alex
T-
YouTube?
what did
So
TK say?
charming and disgusting.
TK, aw.
So
We do love your Druid.
I have
haven't
been
met it
asking
yet,
I've been asking the Thread Raider group to critique me specifically. I haven't asked them to critique the stream itself, but I should ask that next. I was kind of looking for critique
Yeah,
on me.
absolutely. Please
Like
do.
right now, live.
Please.
No, well,
We need some critique.
We will be brutal.
listen.
I'm
If
gonna
you
need more
guys,
shots
you-
if we're doing that.
you guys wanna? Does anybody out there want a shot?
Nice ready.
Yes.
We need
Grab a cup.
Cups.
That-
There's
that's
cups
my-
behind you there.
Here's my critique of you. You need a shot.
I've had already a shot.
Did I say that was?
Enough? That's not enough.
I've become bartender on the Weekly Word.
You know, there can be only one. Only applies.
Would you
to the
like?
Highlanders.
Well, this is I'm getting for lots of people. Who wants
Would you like tequila?
I'll take some of that red
Whiskey?
stuff.
All right.
Yeah, I don't do tequila.
So, Rich,
Yes.
I'm eager to hear about
Jose
Gen
Cuervo,
Con.
kick my-
Tell me everything.
Well, you can give me
All right. So
Which one do you want?
so Gen Con itself has been awesome.
You're welcome. Which one?
More help.
Okay.
All right. So we got here. I mean, I don't know if you've been following the photo stuff on Facebook, but the trip was 13 hours. My first day here, I was up 37 hours
Patron. He wants some Patron.
Unbelievable.
because of various reasons. Because when I got here, I didn't crash. I went out to dinner and I had a lot of drinks.
Oh no, you didn't.
Right.
Not our fault.
Who's host?
No, that you guys were the next night.
I'll be good.
That was the
So we
first
were
night.
Oh gosh.
Tuesday, I was
I
up 37.
remember that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you were posting. You like pre-game the pre-game.
Yeah, pregame to pregame.
No,
So
I'm having.
It's the head tilt. It's got to be the head tilt.
I'm gonna let other people also talk about Gen Con,
Yes.
but I've already picked up Shadowrun 6th Edition. TK, I know you told me not to, but I did. I picked up a bunch of dice for my friends at home, the Gen Con exclusive. It turns out Chessex does not have an exclusivity, only Crystal Cast does.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, only one dice company can have an exclusivity
Okay.
to Gen Con, so it was Crystal Cast, so I picked those up. What else today? I picked up more board games, Sushi Roll and Dragon Realms.
Sushi Roll is a lot of fun.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, not Sushi Go.
Oh.
No, not Sushi Go.
Oh.
It's Sushi Roll. It's with dice instead of just cards. Oh, you know it. Oh, all right. Well, excuse me, Maxine.
I have to get at least. Here you go.
Just saying.
It's good.
All I said
an
was it
ongoing
was a
joke.
good game. Okay.
No, it's good. So I think my daughter will like it.
Yeah.
Working.
I'm working it.
All right, I'm good with that, TK. We'll talk about Shadowrun later. But I
Yeah,
will.
I can't drink on the job.
I'll
guys.
run a Shadowrun game, TK, if you want me to,
I am a
online.
co-host
Nobody
bartender.
said it had to be a good.
So, what do you guys think about Gen Con so far?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's great. This is my second year.
Second year.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've been doing this. I've been
Ninth
playing,
year.
I've been playing role-playing games since 1980.
Oh,
I finally get my butt up.
Holy crap.
you're a youngin'.
And your son's here too, right?
Yes, my 20-year-old is here. Too.
Yeah. And this is their first year.
Oh, that's.
Second
He
year.
came last year too.
Oh, okay.
He
And
just didn't come to the bar with us last year.
No, okay.
who was that? So, who did we meet last night? That was with you?
Dane, that's my son.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
That's my 20-year-old.
Nice.
This is year 3 for me.
3.
3,
First
2.
year.
Donnie, how
First
long?
year.
This is year number 6.
Wow.
Nice. So this is my 9th year. This is my 8th year as a vendor. My the first year I came here for George Straighton, running games for the Secret Fire.
And where's
I
your booth?
kept adding things.
Oh,
but I'm
my
still
booth.
like-
Our booth is 2137. Everybody should be there.
Make sure you see it.
Maxine's working for Restoration Games
Working
at
it. What's the
booth
booth?
355.
Yeah.
Because I
So
know.
go see them.
And I
So
did see him. I don't care what he says. I saw him. I just.
she looked right through me like I didn't exist.
He said my name and then asked a question I didn't know the answer to, so I ran. I did not look at
She
you.
did
I ran
run.
away.
I have that effect on people. They run.
So I'm
It's like, oh shit, it's Rich, run.
I feel like
Really?
it's quite the opposite.
I told you, ain't gonna take
You're done?
long. Yeah.
All right, so
Let's guess what it means.
can you see it?
I have it
What's
right
mine say?
That was dope. Well, I can't see it properly. I'm sure everyone else can see it very clearly.
There's
Oh, that's right.
Where's her camera? Is that here?
There's a super thin
I
spot.
have like a.
Where's her camera?
If you just stood up a little bit, I'd see it.
Okay.
Actually, I can see it on the stream. We're fine. I'm watching it on YouTube.
Okay. Very cool.
It was on his phone, I couldn't see.
So now,
Let's.
what about, because I know it's thick.
Maxine, great
Does that come
job.
off at some
Wow.
point?
Yeah, what you're gonna do?
We have to make sure.
Henna
Oh,
tutorial,
yeah.
How henna
guys.
works.
Yes.
Henna
Okay.
101.
So henna comes. The ones that I use come in a pre-done, pre-mixed cones. You put it on. It's like a mud paste. It's literally just a plant crushed up with some herbs and whatnot.
No.
So then,
We could have a
edible.
salad.
It doesn't
Oh.
taste
No,
good.
don't-
It doesn't taste good. It's the worst
no,
taste.
no.
I like
Please don't do
salad.
Speak from experience.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Oh my
I had it
God.
on a paintbrush and I put it in my mouth the wrong way.
That's
Yeah.
awkward.
Hey, if you don't brush,
was
if you
awkward.
don't lick your brush, are you really paying?
Fair enough.
I'm gonna get everywhere else. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna
Brush.
keep it on.
I know.
It's going to crack.
Yeah.
It's okay.
All right.
Okay? Just leave it on as long as you possibly can.
Yeah.
If you want it to stay a little bit longer, take a wet paper towel or whatnot. Once it's dry, moisten it and dab it to re-wet it. And then you can let it dry. And then once it's all completely dry, you just peel it off and you're good to go.
Okay.
If you want to go like the traditional way and to make sure it stays super long, you're gonna want to get lemon juice and honey, mix them together, put it on instead of the
But that
water.
we can eat.
Put it on. What?
That
yeah,
we
that
can
you
eat.
can eat.
All right.
Okay.
Mix
So
it
we
a
have to
little bit
just
like
bathe you in
tequila or
honey and
whatever.
lemon maybe.
And then when you like, if you want to stay longer, just
Okay.
put Vaseline or something like
Okay.
Vaseline over it before you take a shower or whatnot, and that way it'll water repellent, because the more you do to accelerate the exfoliating process is what makes it come out faster.
You are using great words.
I
like
have done-
exfoliating. I could
accelerate the exfoliating process. It makes me sound way smarter. That's why I drink
Don't let her
smart
kid you. She is
No.
very smart.
So smart.
She just doesn't. She doesn't give herself enough credit.
Yeah.
She knows how to toss a pizza.
Yes. And it looks delicious.
So obviously,
There goes that
obviously,
Oh my
Wait,
goodness.
how does tossing a pizza?
Do you really want us to explain?
I do. This
no,
one I
I
want
leave it.
explained. I want this one explained because I can't connect pizza
salad.
with it. No, that's different. That.
Breadsticks, whatever.
But I understand how tossing a salad would be.
I think you need more shots to really get to pizza level.
oh my goodness.
I am not pizza level. Oh, jeez.
Oh, you did the thing! You did
You did a
Did the
thing.
thing she told you not to
This
do.
is
What
like
did you just
amateur
do?
move hour right here. But thankfully, I'm a professional.
Shame.
And by professional, I mean I
Hey.
made myself.
I suck. This is why I am not drinking more tonight.
No, you should.
No.
This is why you should be
Yeah.
drinking more.
Oh, so I won't do this? So I won't screw it up again? Yeah, good luck. Do you not know me already? If there's a okay. All right. So
We're
where are we?
off the rails right now.
Do we
guys.
we have to
So
get back on topic? Go ahead,
I
Morgan.
was saying, I was saying that obviously I'm not there with you guys. I wish I was.
Aye,
You
so
guys
do
are
we.
Wish you were too.
That's a good
Miss
time.
you. So you're gonna have to
But I want to hear about all of your favorite things that you've encountered so far at Gen Con. Like, one favorite thing from everybody, so that I can
For
feel like
everyone
I'm
in this room. Yeah.
So I'll go first, so that way no one steals my thunder. I'll be honest. The most favorite thing I've done so far, and for a while, is I was invited to meet the Twitterverse that CA put together, and it was pretty awesome meeting everybody after talking on the channel and being the big jerk in the channel for about 2-3 months now.
That's
So
so cool.
it was a lot of fun.
We're
So.
kind of okay sometimes.
No, I
We're
think
kind of
most of the
okay
time.
all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
It was good.
I-
So that was my most fun thing. I like that. I like the networking. I like having fun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I came so late. I
I
got
know.
there like an hour before it was over.
I wouldn't have drank. This is your fault. I wouldn't have drank so much.
You know what? You're welcome.
Had you been there earlier, I would have been more sober.
Got there.
It's not
You
even
get
right.
hugs either way.
Not even
She
right.
hugs well.
Very well.
I may be tiny, but I am mighty.
For me, my favorite moment so far is that the Thread Raiders came together to make the most incredible gift I have ever received. It had art from the community in there. It had this amazing Bad Day CA book, which is incredible. And I'm dying to open it, but I'm waiting to have a bad
Do
day.
you like the stickers?
And I've never
that,
looked
like...
forward to having a bad day so much in my life. To know it's in the book.
That's so cute.
It's so sweet. So when I'm sad, I can just flip to a page and then read it. And then there's, I think, like quotes and stuff in there.
Yeah, we took a survey, and on the survey it was some of the questions, I won't say all of them, but like what would you tell CA or TK if they had a bad day?
TK.
And we had over 50 people respond to the
That's
survey.
so cool.
It was
So
incredible.
yeah, we just went through, put it in a big scrapbook, made it super sparkly.
And so many games
I love
made
that.
T-shirts for us
So
and
I
pins.
feel like you have to share on your bad day, like what you opened.
Yes, yes, you do.
Oh, I
So
should.
let me just throw this out there. That CA's group has been putting this together for for like 3 months. I've only been on the server like a couple of months, or maybe it's been close. It's been a while. And all of a sudden, Maxine invites me to this secret group, and I'm like,
Where
oh my
am I?
God, what the hell is going on? So I'm reading through,
The
right,
secret society.
and then it was like, I just knew that it's like all of a sudden it's like, read the post.
We attacked
the
everybody.
attack
We're
post.
like, the minute that somebody came, we're like, read the secret thing before you say anything or do anything. Read
Right.
the post.
And I'm like, wait, now I got to keep a secret? I'm what?
You were invited to a room you didn't
Welcome
expect.
to the herd.
Now you must lie.
But what the best moment of the whole thing was after TK got his box and made that
You did?
post.
You
And
did, and you saved it. It threw me
he's like,
completely off.
because TK posted about how wonderful his friends are and what they gave him, and so
Dude, what a
CA.
wonderful surprise. And I was like, you're like my best friend. How
Right.
did you not tell me? So I was
Tell
like,
me.
what surprise was it? And all of a sudden, Rich comes in to try to save the day. And I was like,
So it's like you could tell him you got a box of a thing of Lincoln Logs and popsicle sticks, and I derailed the whole conversation on purpose because I didn't want you to think anything. They worked so hard because
That's
I don't
so
know if
cute.
TK would have been able to hold out under pressure from CA.
I don't know, TK, could you have? He's in the chat.
he definitely
That's
could
true.
have. Yes.
We're talking about him in the chat, man.
So it was.
Pull up a chair. Grab it.
Walking by. Thank you, though.
Yeah.
You
I don't know
can
if I'm
walk
still
by.
supposed to be here or
No,
not.
you could.
behind them and make funny faces.
No,
Yes,
no.
If you want to be on camera, it's this side.
Actually-
If you don't, it's on this side.
If you shift a little bit to the left,
Gallery.
we're gonna bring Maxine on board.
Oh, I get to be with the cool
Yes.
kids.
Not pecan.
Um,
That's a whole nother
let's-
thing.
And there's only one cool kid here, right? Then there's me.
Does that make me?
No, that make you cool. So there's two.
Dang, you did it
No,
again!
no, I didn't.
Yes,
I
you
missed
did
it.
it.
I missed it. I just got that. I stopped.
There would be evidence on his hand.
There is.
No, she pointed it out, but it wasn't. It didn't mess it up.
Oh no.
Oh God, she's gonna poke me
All
again.
right. Well, what about these?
Are we taking donations for pain? Because Maxine really wants to
I'll
hurt me.
do shots for donations. If this is
So
a
you guys,
thing.
so please
You would do
let
shots
Morgan
enough
know
donations.
what
I
your
know, I
favorite.
would.
What is your favorite part of Gen Con so far?
Yes.
Well, you
Yes.
stole the best.
You guys.
Yeah.
You could say it again. I just wanted to be the
so-
first one to say it.
Okay, fine. Yeah, really, the Meet the Twitterverse was probably the highlight of what has happened so far. Today has mostly been like,
Even meeting me.
yes.
Oh wow.
Oh, we had to
No
think about
hesitation.
that one.
Dang.
There was no hesitation. I like it. I like it.
That's because you think I listened to the question.
Yeah.
This is awesome. I love this.
The honesty.
But
Is
yeah.
there any other way to be?
No, there's not. Yes. Who else? Who else has got the favorite part?
It had to have been the gift giving. It was
Yeah.
a lot of effort. It was a lot of time.
By the way, good job organizing that yesterday. It was really good. Like keeping people
I
in.
can't take all the credit.
No. She didn't even show up. I'm not talking about organizing it.
To the last hour.
I meant the
even show
figure.
up.
I mean like the physical. There's still that. Hell, I walked in. I didn't know anybody. You called my name. I was like, what? What? Who's
I
calling? Who
could
knows
not
me
have
here?
broken you, TK. There's
Just
no
that
way.
reaction and everything.
You're like a vault.
That was totally worth it.
Oh, I'm having a sneezing fit.
Oh.
TK, I did give TK a hug for you.
Which I
when
appreciated.
because you had no idea what was happening when I went to see TK to give him his gift.
I didn't.
But you were like, oh my god, give him a gift, give him a hug
I know.
for me.
He was like, "Oh,
He
I'm
got
getting
the
some
hug,
kind
I
of
made sure.
surprise," and I was like, "What is happening today?" Like, what
It was so.
I had it I said, I'm going because I'm in town and I happen to be in the same area. I had it. I was.
Chris, you want Patron?
Tequila.
Yeah, he's two-fisting already. You're welcome
There's
to. You're welcome.
chairs over
Yeah,
there.
welcome to join the.
Join on in.
From the nut gallery. Not the peanut gallery, the nut gallery.
That's right, I'm a walnut.
That's right. There we got pecans. We got walnuts.
I
We got you
mean,
name
I guess you.
and a cashew.
Because I'm.
Just, you're ruining it for the
But
cashews.
see, you never.
Why are you against cashews?
I love cashews.
Cashew futures are tanking.
I love cashews.
Wait, I just thought of something. They're all up, so whenever we talk to them, we have to be like.
So we have to go like this.
Oh wait, no, they're over there.
Right. So we
Yeah,
gotta look.
so CA has to
Oh,
look
okay.
straight up.
All right.
There we go. So now
So-
when we're talking to the peanut gallery.
Wait. So you know so I'm very particular.
You
So
guys
when I
can
do the
look down.
bi-weekly stream, I set up the cameras so that when I look this way, I'm actually looking at the group and I have to reverse the cameras. So because it's like
This is a
so
bit different.
so it looks like I'm looking at the people the right way. It's
So
so
if they
weird.
look down and we all look like this.
We're actually in the same building, we're just completely separate.
They're somewhere else completely.
Technology.
We're not a
If
Gen
they
Con, we're in
will
California.
I'm tempted to just work on my own. Just sitting
So
here like
ahead. Why not? We're sitting right here.
that. That's true. I do actually have
Do
to
we-
have one on by tomorrow, so.
Yes.
Do we really want to do we want to do the next topic? Morgan, you want to do the next topic?
Railroading in
Is
the
there another
sandbox.
topic?
There was one more.
I don't really. You'd have to explain what that means.
All right. So
Can we just put railroading and in
Railroading
general, and
in
then
the
we just start talking
sandbox
about whatever we
by
were talking
CA.
about before?
okay. All right. So
This one's just called nuts.
as part of
Yes.
as part of the Gen Con critters, right before they went on, I asked them a question. I said, of a topic, what would you like to us to discuss, and stuff like that.
Right.
So Even Star Cosplay on Instagram. In our description, by all means, check her out. I'll have pictures posted. I
Yeah.
took pictures. She looked. What the topic was is, do you railroad to go?
It depends on how much you planned, I say. If you didn't plan much, then you might as well just let them go where they're going to go. But if you've been planning for like a while and you have, this is where they have to start, this is where they have to finish,
Right.
let them do their middle. But when they're starting to get to a certain point in the time when you have to stop,
Right.
that's when I say, oh no, there's 30 bears over there. You shouldn't go over there.
Mr. Cotta, come
Yeah.
on.
Yes. Yes, Jay.
Actually, I think of it a lot like railroading versus sandbox is kind of like, especially in a con game, raising kids. You have to give them the illusion of choice,
Exactly, yeah.
where they think that they're making. Oh, we have all these choices.
Yeah.
And
Don't
the
go over
reality
there.
is, all choices lead where you want it to
Yeah.
go.
Right.
Yeah.
So they
So then is it
think
really
that
railroad?
they've done it.
Right.
Oh, we've had all this freedom and everything. But in reality, it didn't matter which of the 3 doors they went through.
Yeah. I do that with my
That
games
door
too.
went where you wanted it to.
Right.
Because they're not going because
They're not gonna know, and
I'm just checking
when
to see
they
the
make
Okay.
a decision,
drying process.
if you make it so they can't really go back,
Right.
they will never know what the other decisions would have led to.
Yeah.
So you can mask that with the idea of, well, that's actually the door with all the goblins behind it that you were supposed to go out and kill.
Right.
the other door's
darn,
the
you
broom
missed
closet. They go back. Oh, that's the broom closet.
But now, on the flip side, though, if you're demoing a system new just to demo the system,
Right.
railroading is expected.
Yeah.
They're learning a mechanic, they're learning all the aspects of the game, whatever it might be. So,
You're putting them into
They
a specific
they actually
place
said that.
so
They
railroading,
said that. That's interesting. Okay.
Railroad needs to kind of happen because they need to be able to use like whatever abilities they have, whatever items they have.
Right.
It's designed for that to happen.
Right.
So railroading is necessary. For that.
And in that regard, it's not really changing it from sandbox to railroading. You're railroading the campaign, but they're experiencing the sandbox of the system itself.
Correct.
So it's really just a different way of having fun.
Yes. But that's an expected railroad. I'm just saying that's what you get as an expected railroad because you're showing off the highlights of the game system, the mechanics, and that kind of stuff.
Right.
You kind of have to put them in exactly what's required to highlight those features.
Okay.
Yep.
That's one of the answers that they gave, like during a board game or during a new system game. That railroading is absolutely expected.
Yeah.
And if your players are on board with it, and if they want to follow your story, and they know and then that's cool, and then you can take it to the
Yeah.
story.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
As long as everyone's got their expectations on the same page, then it's all good.
As long as everyone's expectations are met.
Right. Right.
This really comes. It's almost the same question that you're asking us. Is basically how do you plan a one shot? It's the same question because that's all you're doing at a convention.
Right.
Yeah.
The difference is that it's usually with a bunch of strangers.
But here's the thing: the difference between a one shot and a one shot.
Not too many strangers than me, but
No.
Time frame. A con one shot is a hard time frame. It's not even a soft one. You can't really bend. You have to stop at a particular time.
Right.
You can't start until a particular time.
Right.
It's a very hard time frame. It's a big difference. I hate to say it, but it really is. Like,
Especially when you do Iron GM.
Well, yeah. So
Yeah.
when I do Iron GM, I have a specific start. I have a specific stop. I have no choice. I have to start it and I have to stop it at a particular
Right.
time. Or if I stop a little early, that's fine. But I really have this time frame. I have
Right.
to work it, no matter what. So
Iron
you can't
GM.
get the illusion of well, like a one shot. If you stream it online,
Mhm.
it goes. We might go over 10 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever. That's fine. But when you have a hard stop,
Yeah.
you really have to control what goes on.
Yeah.
But you can still sandbox.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't.
To me, it does sound almost the same, with the caveat of you have to be a lot better at designing one shots. That's
I gotta do it on the fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Well, you've been
do
doing
that.
it for a long time
Yeah.
too.
I do that on Saturday.
Like, how long have you all been DMing?
Off and on.
I feel like
realistically only.
Since 1980.
over 30
Longer
years.
than I have.
I want to say 2 years.
Yeah.
Probably
Red box.
about 4 years.
4 years.
Little red
Okay.
box,
So I got 30 years.
4 menses.
yes, there you go.
30 years
Yeah.
of 30 years of DMing.
Carol Otis.
Yeah.
Otis Red Box.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's it. Otis.
Well,
But,
how do you feel about it, Max? Since it's only been like 2 years for you.
What with railroading? And
Like,
whatnot,
what
the
did it come
topic?
easy for you? Does it feel better
Well,
to be
see-
railroading than instead of being in the Tampa?
Oh, I haven't done.
I remember this.
See, I haven't done a demo at a convention yet, but I have done demos at like guild halls and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
So it's a little different, but not really. I was given 3 weeks.
What's going on?
What's
Can't
happening?
see it?
The camera's like, what is happening?
Nut gallery, or are you?
I am the Nut Gallery alone.
So for me, when I first started GMing, I did this semi-dumb thing of creating an entirely new scenario and campaign and everything.
Ah.
So I made a whole world on my own
Okay.
because I'd been thinking about being a GM for a while.
Right.
And then I went to go do it, and I was like, what was I afraid of? And then I just kind of went, I mean, you've seen some of my games. They're
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Mhm.
But, like, I don't know. I hate railroading.
Mhm.
So I know the time I was on Capri, we did the topic of time.
Yes. Yeah.
That way they can still run through everything that you set for them. But if you give them subtle hints of time in some way that you want to, whether it be a physical, oh look, I suddenly have this, you don't know what
Yeah.
happens when it's done, but you better hurry up and find it,
Yeah.
Or like with my hallway campaign, there's that clock on the wall, and whenever I'm looking at the clock and I'm like, okay, we have to, if we're gonna get through 3 more rooms, they need to start
Right, they
hurrying
need
up.
to hurry up,
So they'll
right.
sit
Right,
there,
there's consequences.
they'll talk and they'll talk, even if there is no consequence.
Exactly.
You just say, okay, guys, I just want everybody to make a perception check, no matter what the perception check is. Okay, you hear it a little faintly, but you guys hear it really well. There's this, you just hear tick, tick, and all of a sudden you go, oh god, we gotta go. They do the rest.
Yeah.
They do the rest. So, like, you can run them through everything. You don't have to railroad. It's just that, by the way, guys, in real time, there is an actual timer that we have to get through.
Right.
Right.
So then, as players, they can be like, okay, we have to manage this time.
Yes. So let me
Yeah.
let me close up this topic by turning around and saying one of the things that as DMs we often forget is we have 10 rooms. And oh my God, they're not going to get through 10 rooms, but I need them to get through this encounter.
Yep.
That encounter can happen anywhere at any time for any reason. I often see this
Bears
with
in the hallway.
right. But I often see this as like I had a perfect ambush that they needed to go through, but they wound up going around it. Put it somewhere else. It's okay.
Right.
Move it. If there's an encounter that must happen,
The players
make it
don't
happen.
know.
Right.
Yeah.
The
We
players
know.
don't know where just because you wrote it here doesn't mean it can't happen here.
Right.
But we forget that often as a DM.
It's a performance.
And sometimes we get upset. We're like
TK says, Max, the doors.
angry.
That door.
So-
Does it go
It's
with that?
the
Do
chair.
You have to be flexible.
Right.
Chair
Don't
works
forget,
in the
Your
door.
players can add more to it
Yes.
on their own.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So, like, we just had in my session last week, we just had something in where it's like, oh well, we went along when we did this, and I'm like, listen, guys, I could make this encounter happen anywhere. You guys happen to go this way.
Right.
If I wanted it, and if it was that important to the plot, I would have done it somewhere else.
Right.
It's okay.
Yep. Yep.
It's not a big deal. So, anyway, Morgan,
Yeah,
we are you good on that topic, or you want to move on?
surely. I haven't GM'd at a convention before. I've GM'd for about a year and a half now.
Right.
In a sandbox game. I, like Maxine, was like, I wanted to do it for so long, and I was just like, this is the world. And I have a map somewhere. It's somewhere. I'm actually looking at it, but it's just out of reach, so I'm not going to grab it for it. But yes, I think we covered a lot of it. You know, railroading is one of those things where you really don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And for the most part, you don't really have to. I don't think.
You just gotta be creative.
Just don't overdo it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Some of the most fun moments are the ones that are like completely improv.
Yeah.
Yes.
The ones where you didn't plan for something particular to happen. Like,
Right.
for example,
Yep.
I had planned for my girls to go hunting for a group of missing musicians. And they found them very quickly, and there they were at the bar performing, and they were like, well, now we're drunk, what do we do now? We don't want to listen to the musicians. I'm like, okay, you leave. And they went on a wild goose chase for a blink dog, so it ended up being quite a lot of fun that I wasn't expecting at all, but it was really good.
Nice.
It was fun.
Nice.
But yeah, so how about, what do we have up next?
So what we have up next is wrapping it up, right?
Ah,
That means it's almost over. So we have we don't need to do the quick notes because the quick notes were all about Gen Con. However, I will announce that next Saturday, August 10th and 11th, is the Long Island Retro Gaming Convention
I'm
and
so
Expo.
excited.
Courtney, would you like to just give a quick plug? Yes, you do? All right, so come on over, give a quick plug. Great.
Here, come sit in my seat.
No, I'm not sitting.
Oh,
I'm over
okay.
here for a short while.
Cool, I get to stay on camera.
So, Courtney, just give a quick plug for the convention next Saturday.
Hi, folks. Next Saturday and Sunday, the Long Island Retro and Tabletop Gaming Expo on Long Island. Where am I?
Don't worry, you're there. Trust
Go to
me.
the other
See,
shoulder.
you're right there.
Go to the other shoulder.
You're there. It's just
What, Morgan?
Go to the other shoulder.
Oh, go to this shoulder. Go between Max and I. There you
There
go.
it is.
All right, you say it.
No.
I just wistfully look at you the entire time.
Oh,
I don't
that's
have a problem
awesome.
with that.
Yay!
What are we talking about?
You're giving a plug for next week.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. First of all, we have like 52 scheduled RPGs. We have hundreds of games in our board game library. We have Murder Mystery. We have Transformers, Magic, Pokemon, Fake, and what else?
The Murder Mystery is being run by one of our partners who's
It's
been on
actually
here,
being
John.
run by me.
Oh, it's being run by you?
Yeah, John is doing the D&D trivia game show, and he's busy, so I'm
that sounds like
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, really.
And I am Courtney's right hand, whatever she needs.
This is news to me. Thanks for that.
Wait, you were going to stick me into the tabletop thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So, whatever you need. See?
Whatever I need, and
Whatever
I need a lot.
Yeah.
Not in that way, he's my brother.
Yeah. Let's keep that
You guys
clean.
are gross. This is
Yeah.
a PG-rated podcast.
No, it's not.
Where we started.
It's not. Oh, you guys are drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Did you
we
want
left
some?
that at the very beginning.
We have Patron.
Absolutely not.
Do you want
I
some?
have an
I heard
image of
absolute.
No, you do not.
No, I
Your
have an
image
image
is
of whole.
your image is
But
ruined.
she wants
Okay,
absolute, not
so
Patron.
one plug that I really would like to get out,
Steak for the ball. I'm not gonna get.
but I will wait because that was much
Have
better.
a great time, guys.
So one plug that I would like to get out is a friend of mine, George Straighton. I was just talking with him recently, and he has been working on a new Netflix series, which is dropping in September. It's a supernatural drama called October Faction.
Nice.
and it's based on graphic novel by the guy who wrote 30 Days of Night.
Sweet.
All right.
It's really
That's so
good.
cool.
The description of this video is the link to the press release and a link to George's IMDb page. He is the co-executive producer on that series.
Right.
And I'm actually looking forward to it for when it drops.
Yeah.
So
That's
you
awesome.
you will
Super
be
cool.
hearing this like for a while, week after week, till everybody actually sees it. So George,
You're gonna hear it first.
I trust that it's going to be good, George. It better be good,
I
George.
think it will be good.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know you, but I think it will be good.
Yes. Well, just a little background on George. George actually worked with West End Games on the design of the first Star Wars D6 system. Yeah. So that's where he came into the industry. So he's good.
Yeah.
And he's a new dad. Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations!
Yay,
Amazing.
All the links of everybody we described are in our description, as always. If you something I would like to add, if you have something that you would like us to look at to possibly review, by all means, send it to us. Let us know. We will try to do our best to review it. Morgan likes board games. I like games. We all like stuff. But
We all like stuff.
and
All
we
the
also
things.
like to be critical about things.
Yeah.
And
So
roll.
if you
I
want,
love it. It's my favorite pastime.
Yeah.
so if you want an
As
honest.
long as it's not Warriors of Waterdeep, I will play and review.
Nice.
So by all means, let us know. That brings us to the wrap up. Thank you for watching us. You can follow us on Twitter at LRTerrain. Just understand that if you tweet something, I will be sarcastic and respond.
He's not joking.
On Instagram at Legendary Realms Games. Our Patreon, our $1 Patreon will follow soon.
Nice.
I am Rich Parla.
I'm Chaotic Anarchy.
And I'm that
And
girl.
I'm Morgan West.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Oh wait,
oh.
I forgot you had a script.
Go ahead, Morgan.
I'm
Oh,
the
no,
ever
Morgan
missed
West?
Morgan West, even though they're here.
Oh my God, you guys both talked over Morgan twice.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Morgan.
We love you,
I'm
Morgan.
so sorry.
You know who's gonna get yelled at for this, right?
You
I'm
have a
intoxicated.
factor.
Sorry, Morgan.
So,
That's okay.
Give us coquettish.
so Morgan, thank you for joining us as on the other side of the camera this time.
Curtsies.
Maxine.
Hi, I'm Maxine Watson. And I did this awesome henna. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, that girl at that
Oh
place.
yeah, that too.
Yes.
Thank you very much for joining us tonight. TK, Smurfy, we love you. Thank you for joining us. Everybody else that's out there that's joining us and watching, thank you. We love
Thank
you,
you.
and we will see you next week. Peanut Gallery or Nut Gallery.
Wrist,
Yes.
elbow.
Thank you for joining us.
Wrist, elbow, elbow, guys.
Huzzah. What's your
Take care.
Bye bye.